Welcome to this tutorial where we're going to be making a coaching website using WordPress and a free expertly designed template. You can install any of these free templates with this tutorial. I will leave a link in the description if you want to browse those, but we'll be getting all of the pages within this site. You can customize them to fit your needs, adjust the fonts and the colors, and we'll be doing that as well in this tutorial. So using a template is definitely the way to go. Let the experts handle all the design and all of the layouts, and then all you need to do is customize it. So the steps of this tutorial: to get hosting, if you already have hosting, just skip to the next step. Install the theme, import the pages, and then we're going to customize it a little bit further. So to get hosting, WordPress.org recommends 3 hosts, and the host that I use is SiteGround. It's the easiest way to host on Google Cloud, so your site is fast, responsive, and they also have great chat support, and I've never had a problem that hasn't been solved through chat support. I made a video about it. I'll leave a link in the description on how to get chat support, but if you ever have an issue, they'll help you out. So I'm going to switch to an incognito window to go through the beginning steps. If you want to use SiteGround, if you use my link in the video description, that's one way to thank me for making this free resource. But anyway, at siteground.com, you just click View Plans, and we have the Startup and the Grow Big, usually the two that you'll probably decide between. If you're doing one site, it's $2.99 to start. And if you want to do several sites, you use the second one. This is the one that I have, and this is the one if you just want the one. So if I just want the one, I do Get Plan. I'm going to put in a placeholder domain just to get past this part. Put in your domain here. Okay, now the email and password is for your SiteGround account. Put that in, fill this out, put in your payment information. You don't need Site Scanner, but domain privacy is up to you. But you can see for the first year, it's between $4 and $5 a month. So it's about $50 for the whole year. After you pay that, we're going to install WordPress, and I'm going to switch to my SiteGround account to install WordPress. So I move over to my SiteGround account. I go to New Site. For this tutorial, I'm just going to do a temporary domain. Okay, I'm going to do a new website, and I'm going to choose WordPress. And this is where I enter in my login for my WordPress site. So I'm going to put in my email and my password for my WordPress login. And then I'm going to unpause the video and go to the next step. Okay, it again asks me if I want to add the site scanner, but I'm just going to skip that. Okay, now we're going to install WordPress, and I will unpause it once it's finished. Okay, we finished installing WordPress, and before we visit our site, I just want to make sure you have SSL installed, so that'll give you the lock in your domain. So go to Site Tools from SiteGround. And then we're going to go to Security, SSL Manager. If you have an SSL certificate active down below, you don't need to do this step. Sometimes they put it in, but since I have a temporary domain, I'm going to put one in. I just select the domain, Let's Encrypt, Get. Okay, I installed the SSL certificate. You can see it down here. It's active. Now I'm going to go to the site and ensure that the WordPress site has SSL in the domain. So I'm going to go back to my account, go to my websites from my SiteGround account, because when you first create a site, it might take a few hours for your site to show up in the through all of the DNS servers. So the easiest way to get to the back end of your site is through your SiteGround account. Go to your login to admin panel, this icon here, and that'll take you to your back end. In the After a few hours, I'll tell you how to log into your WordPress site by typing it in the address bar. But okay, so let's go ahead, log into our account. Okay, you get this WordPress starter. We don't need this, so I'm just going to exit that. Okay, now let's ensure that we just get the lock in the address bar. So go to your settings, general, and you should have HTTPS for your domain. So go ahead and add an S if you don't have one, and that'll ensure that you have the lock. Then we're going to scroll down to the bottom, save it, and then it will kick us out of our site. Now when we log back in, we will have the SSL enabled. Notice that the domain for this is wp-login.php at the end. So if you ever need to log into your site, it's your domain followed by /wp-login.php. So I'm going to go ahead and log in, and then we'll get going with the rest of the tutorial. Okay, I logged back in, and now we are ready for the next step, which is install the theme and the plugins. So go to your dashboard, go to Appearance Themes. We're going to add new. Type Astra. Search. Install that. It's free, it's popular, it's fast, works well. Alright, so now we're running the Astra theme. Next, we're going to install the plugins. So go to Plugins, Add New. Now we need to install Spectra. Search for that. It's this one here. It gives you a ton of extra blocks for the page builder, and it also has the templates that we're going to be using. And the other plugin that I would recommend, Plugins Add New, is just an SEO plugin. SEOPress, all one word. Go ahead and search for that. This is optional, but it'll help you with your SEO. If it's just a landing coaching page for your clients to land on, you might not need it, but if you do want an SEO plugin, then that's one that's very good. All right, so let's go ahead and look at our plugins. We have SiteGround Optimizer, SiteGround Security, those are good. Spectra is what we're going to be using for the rest of the tutorial. We have SiteGround Central, which is optional, it gives you that nice dashboard, and SEOPress. All right, what's next? Let's go to our little list here. Now we're going to import the coaching site pages. So the first thing we're going to do is install the home page. So go to Pages, Add New. And now we're going to add home. I'm going to remove the visibility of this by clicking the little eyeball. And then up here at the top, we have template kits. Go ahead and click that. These are the Spectra templates. Search templates, type coach, and you'll see it takes a little bit longer for it to load. I'm going to go ahead and install this one here. This is the home page of the one that I want. And you can browse them here with the button at the bottom, but let me make sure you can't see that. Let me move it up a little. Okay, at the bottom, at the bottom, you can preview the site, and you can also import the home template. So I'm going to import it. Okay, now that we've imported the home page, to get a feel for what this page is doing, if you need to customize it just by clicking it, you can go ahead and do that. You can also browse which widgets they used by doing this list view. Pulls up the hierarchy of all of the widgets used. So now you can kind of jump to different areas of your page, drill down to the different widgets, And so you get a pretty good idea on how things work. We're going to be customizing the fonts and colors next, but for now, I want to set this as my WordPress homepage. So I'm going to publish it. And now I'm going to go back to the dashboard, go to Appearance, Customize. And now over on the side, behind my camera at the very bottom, you'll see Homepage Settings, Static Page. It's the radio button. And then go ahead and select Home. Publish that. Get out of the customizer. View the site. You see our homepage is in. We're going to be adjusting this photo later in the tutorial. We'll also be adjusting the header and the site identity for the title. So, all right, let's do one or two more pages. Go to the dashboard, page, add new. Let's do services. Click the eyeball to disable the visibility. Template kits for Spectra templates. Where was it? It's this one here. Go to the services page. I guess we could use this work with me one. So I'm going to import that. Says it has a couple extra widgets. I'm just going to go ahead and import it anyway. Oh, okay, so it's using WooCommerce here. So I'm not going to go ahead and use that template. It did put in the frequently asked questions, but I'm going to go ahead and remove these by clicking this, remove group. I'm just going to remove all of them. All of those widgets. And now I'm going to do template kits again. Go down. And maybe I'll just put in this about. Import about. So I didn't want to do this connecting WooCommerce to this tutorial. So now we've put in the about page. You could call it about. Publish that. Now you can see when you visit your site, we have the home page. And then we have the about page. It's coming along. All right, so that's it for this one. Maybe we'll do a contact page as well. Dashboard, pages, add new. Contact, template kits. All right, go to the contact. Import. Now this is saying it wants to install a WP Forms as part of the page so that people can fill out. You can do this, or you can just put your email here. I would almost recommend just have them get a Google Voice number, maybe if they're still free, and just make an email in SiteGround. I'll show you how to do that. I'm not a big fan of these contact forms. I'm just going to remove it. And then my contact form will just have a phone number and an email. I have a Google Voice number. It's free. I don't know if they're still free if you get one now, but that was nice back in the day when you didn't want to mix your personal phone with your business phone. Anyway, publish that. All right. So now we have our pages set up. If we go to our site, you can see it's adding in the sample page. We can remove that, but it's coming along. Let's go to the customizer and look at the next steps. So if I go to my dashboard, looks like the next steps are colors and fonts. So I go to Appearance, Customize, and you'll notice when you go to Global Colors, this global palette is what the templates are going to use for the color schemes. So you can see some of the icons are green, but the buttons are blue. If I change the color in the global colors, is now pulling, these templates pull from your global palette. So you play around with this palette here to get an idea of sort of what the so I changed color 1 and color 2 to a dark green and lighter green, and you can see that the theme colors were automatically applied because these global signs mean that it's pulling from the global palette. So we adjusted the colors. You also can check your other pages to see how those turned out. Okay, this one didn't pull any colors in, and neither did this one other than the links. So alright, and to adjust the fonts, we go to, still in the customizer, let me go back to the home page. Okay, to adjust the fonts now, go to Global, Typography, and then scroll down to Body Font and Headings Font. Body font is the text, headings font are these the larger headings. I kind of like the one that they used, but if we want to adjust it, you can see, make it bold or whatever. That's Montserrat with bold. Publish that, and we are good to go. Alright, what's next? Install the blog page. If you're going to be writing a few blog posts, you need a blog page. So we'll go to Pages, Add New, and we'll do Posts. And this is just a blank page. Go ahead and insert that blank page, Publish. Okay, you got your blank page, and this is the page where all of your posts will get, all the thumbnails get inserted into. So let's tell WordPress to stick all of the posts into this page. So go to the dashboard, Appearance, Customize. And again, at the very bottom behind my camera, go to Homepage Settings. And then you got Posts page underneath Homepage. Select your posts and Publish. Okay, now I just need to make a post to ensure that it's going into my Posts page. So these are your blog posts here. If you go to them, you'll see you don't have any posts just yet. So let's add new. Alright, so when you make a new post, give it a title, and you hit the plus to see all the widgets. Browse all. You can see all of the Spectra widgets that you get with that free plugin, and then you see all of the WordPress, all the widgets that come with WordPress. You can put in your video, a whole bunch of different things. You can look at the patterns here, and you can go ahead and install a pattern for your blog post as well, so that you don't have to do it from scratch. So like if I was to click this one, and you see you're getting going with this nice little thing, and then we're going to add a little something more to it. So here's my list view going. Click that, insert after to get some more posts going. Put in a header, heading. Okay. So I'm going to publish that. So this is my blog post. Oh, before you publish it, or before you finish, go to the post settings on the side and then select featured image and put in a featured image, because that will show up in your thumbnails. So go to your media library, and I guess I'll just use this one here. Set featured image. Update. Okay, so now I've written my blog post, and all of this is from SEOPress. So that's optional. Just looks at your info or your post. All right, so we're done with our blog post, and we'll go back to the dashboard. Here's our first post. Let's go to the page and make sure that the posts are showing up in the posts page. So go pages, all pages. Go to our posts page, view it. Here's the featured image it's put in. And then it's got like the intro. So if I click the post, it'll take you to the actual post. Featured image followed by the entire post. So it's working. So this is good. Let's go ahead and customize our header and our footer, and then we'll make an email address and we'll be done with the tutorial. All right, so go back to the dashboard, appearance, customize. The easiest way to customize the header is to just click the things in the header that you want to change. This pencil in the top left brings up the header builder. You see you get several rows in Astra. If you want to do like a 2-row header, you know, that's nice. Click the actual widget to adjust the things. So I clicked primary menu, configure menu. And where did it go? Sometime if I click the pencil up here, going to configure the menu from here. And why isn't that coming up? Oh, because I haven't created the menu. So when you first start out, the menu is simply all of your pages because you haven't created a menu. So I'm going to create a new menu, and I'm going to call it main, and it's going to be set to the primary menu. And now I just need to add the items. Home, contact, about, posts. You can also add a category or tags. So that's an option too. So let's publish that. And now we have our menu up at the top. Let's click the title, adjust the title. All right. Now I want to swap out this cover photo. So photos in nature are nice, but generally photos of people tend to get a little bit more engagement. So if you have your own photos of people, that's the way to go. If you need to use a stock photo, we can go to Pexels, P-E-X-E-L-S, for free photos. So I'm gonna do like I had one woman working on floor, you know, something a little different, like this one here. Free download. All you need is the large version. Download size. Okay, I'm gonna drag that. I could rename it, you know, coaching or whatever, rename for SEO purposes. But once I get that on my computer, I go back to my page that I want, all pages, Home, Edit. Now we're going to go to the list view, and you see this cover is the thing that has the photo. So this cover widget has the photo in the background followed by the heading and the buttons. So let's go ahead and replace the photo. Upload. Go to, what is desktop? This one here. Open. Okay, good. And then over on the right side, you can see kind of the focus. You can adjust it. Update that. All right. So that's how to adjust the photos. The last thing I want to do is make an email address. So you do that from your SiteGround account. So if you want to put your email on your contact here. So if we want our email to match our domain, go to your SiteGround account, go to the website, go to Site Tools, and you will see under Site Tools, go to Email Accounts. This is where you enter in the email account name followed by the password. Once you create that email account, you go down to the bottom under Manage Email Accounts, and you can log into your webmail right here. If you want to connect it to your Gmail app, you can using the mail configuration settings here, and then adding that to your Gmail from your Gmail using your computer. I don't think you can do it from your mobile phone is what I'm trying to say. I've added it using my Gmail login from the computer, but yeah, so that's pretty much it for this tutorial. We got the pages in, we got some photos adjusted, we got the fonts and the colors adjusted, but hope you found it helpful. I will leave the resources in the description, and I will see you next time.